Imagine waking up to discover that one of the world's greatest superpowers has vanished overnight. A nation that once dominated half the globe suddenly exists only in history. For nearly 70 years, the Soviet Union stood as a global giant, commanding millions of soldiers, thousands of nuclear weapons, and challenging the United States in the Cold War. But in December 1991, history changed forever. The Soviet flag came down for the last time, marking the end of an empire that once seemed impossible to defeat. The world's largest country split into 15 independent nations. Borders changed overnight, creating a completely new political map of Europe and Central Asia. Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Georgia, the Baltic states, and many others began writing their own national stories after decades under Soviet rule. Although the Soviet Union disappeared, Russia inherited its powerful military, nuclear arsenal, and permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. As neighboring countries moved closer to Europe and NATO, Moscow saw its influence shrinking. Political tensions steadily grew across the former Soviet region. In 2008, Russia launched a brief war against Georgia over South Ossetia and Abkhazia, quickly defeating Georgian forces and expanding its regional influence. 6 years later, another crisis erupted. Russia took control of Crimea after political upheaval in Ukraine, triggering widespread international condemnation and sanctions. Meanwhile, fighting spread across eastern Ukraine as Ukrainian forces battled Russian-backed separatists, turning the region into a long and deadly conflict. Then, on February 24, 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, expecting a rapid military victory within days. But Ukraine fought back with remarkable determination. Strong resistance, combined with extensive international support, transformed the invasion into a prolonged war. The conflict quickly became one of Europe's largest wars since World War II, reshaping global politics, economies, and international security. So, did Russia achieve its objectives? The answer isn't simple. While it captured territory, it did not secure the swift nationwide victory many expected. Today, the war continues with no final military or political resolution. Both sides remain locked in a conflict that continues to reshape the region. The Soviet Union may have disappeared in 1991, but its legacy still shapes world events today. History didn't end. It simply entered a new chapter.
For more Cold War documentaries, technical, and history videos, watch the next upcoming video. This is Chroniq.